All right. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. On the quick, right? All right. Already. Already. Here we go. Already. Already. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it. Here we go. On the quick, right? Already.
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Now, what's right? 18, what's right?
And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
18, what's right?
They'll stick with him again. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Bowers the man in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7.
Look the house. 18, what's up? Hey, south.
Hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 31 yards.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out, and not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive, as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he could. Inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Here we go, let's go. 118, what's up?
On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Only quick, right? 19 Texas. Swap. Another swap. Run.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but, man, these guys came to play.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Raiders are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Gonna throw to get things going. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Play action. Here's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun is Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. This one fielded out beyond the 25.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Out.
him on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here's Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
118. What's up?
To throw, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the 33, here's second and a yard.
Oh, and 18. What's up?
No turn in hand, this one off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Vegas.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to jump.
And he will get into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 24 now, here is second and 5. Play action. It's Allen. He keeps it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. pass complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker. On the field. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
On play action, Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right. 18. What's up?
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Oh, and white. 18. What's up?
To throw is Stroud. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the Bills' 15-yard line.
On the quick, right?
A run right here, and it's Genty. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will score! Touchdown. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll be second down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
One quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. 21-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
All right.
In motion, that's Thornton. Now a run on 1st down. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
All right.
Now Stroud. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Out
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to set up a long field ahead, stacked up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Now a 1st carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, it's been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now the 1st carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
118.
Now give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now, Genty. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Oh, ready. 118. Outside.
Once again, it's Genty. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
118. Outside.
So second down, and they'll run it. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Once more from the 2. Third and goal. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Throwing is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout, Buffalo. their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Alert! 180! What's that?
From the gun, here is Allen.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. And the Raiders 49
Second and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Inside the 10, it is caught, and he's going to be taken down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Allen to throw again. This one caught at the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One final throw before the break. To the goal line and in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
24. Bills 6.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt, and his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
18, what's that?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Travis Jones in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Regular.
Now Allen facing third and long. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. The Bills bringing on their punting unit, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And not the greatest of kicks there. They're going to mark it on this side of midfield.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It is 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. First down, Vegas.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
To the ground, the first down run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd and 11.
Let's go.
He'll drop the throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
3rd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Now Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85.
To the air once more, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty, and he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try to run for it.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
43-yard line.
First and 10. Now Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
17 more yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Alert! Look out!
And this will not be a spike. He faked it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Third down, 3 to go.
319. Look out.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now it's decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Harris. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
So I'm sitting up here, and I was thinking that they might go with a little play action, something to counter this heavy personnel that the defense brought in, but they weren't going to let the defense dictate the plan to them. They pick up just enough on the ground, and they get a fresh set.
A second effort, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point by pass is good, and the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
Bills 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw here to begin the drive. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page, and results in a drop.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. We saw him throw it like that last year in Columbus. He's got his guys a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go again with Genty. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Dante Thornton. Touchdowns, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This returnable from the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
They'll go down to a knee. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. will take a knee here. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. They'll take the snap and go down to a knee. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Raiders have their punt team out there. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both running and pass.
A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen working from the pistol. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here is Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Allen. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will go all the way. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Buffalo. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All 52.
Throwing again. It's Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Into space. Past midfield. Inside the 30.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Run right up the gut with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground with Genty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Ready.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
A 31-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level, playing and giving the ball away.
First and 10 now from the 36. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They're able to do something that's not easy to do in a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the Conference Championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.